Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. And we've got a great show today. And one thing that's definitely in the air, you can tell it's turning fall because it's election season.
And it's wonderful.
Right. And we're here at election headquarters, and we're helping with AARP because they have got volunteers that are going to be getting people out to vote. Some of the other things we're going to be talking about is a segment that we did with LG&E. And we also have another piece that Tyler did with
My Swaggy Bag.
We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
We are mothers,
fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We are more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving.
Louisville is good. B96.5. Your man Nick Cannon is in the building, and we taking over. We gonna be wilding every morning. About to have some fun, y'all. Let's go up. Press another move.
Lock it in to the Nick Cannon Morning Show, 6 to 10 on B96.
So Denise, you had an opportunity to go out to LG&E's facility, and I love going out to that place. It's like a playground for kids. But tell me about what was going on.
Basically, I loved it because it had set up like real life communities and showing the safety and all the aspects of how LG&E serves our community. So let's just take a look. So we do have another segment with LG&E because energy matters, and I'm here again with Miss Liz Pratt. Liz, welcome back again.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here.
This is exciting for me because I'm calling this the little village. I don't know what the name is for it out here, but we're talking about the months for September and October, and all that comes to mind for me is preparedness. Let's talk about what this event is all about and how we can all benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here today at our East Operations Center training yard, where we have crews demonstrating some of the processes that we use when we are restoring electric service. And then also, if someone were to think that there may be a suspected gas leak, the processes that are used to make sure the area is safe and to perform that type of investigation.
Okay, so let's walk through what we need to know so we could be a step ahead. And when in regards to safety, that's what comes to mind for me.
Yes, safety is paramount at LG&E and KU. And so with September being National Preparedness Month, we're just falling off the heels of September, and October is National Energy Awareness Month. It's a really great opportunity to remind viewers of knowing the steps to take to make sure that they're safe, and also how to get in touch with us if they may be experiencing a power outage or if they may suspect a natural gas leak.
So what makes me think, I'm putting myself in this, preparedness, there are, I think, of natural disasters, and also I think suddenly outages may occur, construction or something. What do we need to know about that and being prepared, and what do we need?
Well, as utilities, we prepare year-round, and that's through training and ongoing system enhancements and maintenance. But as customers, how you can also prepare is to make sure that you have bookmarked how to contact us. So if you may experience a power outage, it's great to do ahead of time. You can visit our online outage map on our website, download our mobile app, which is available through Google Play and the App Store. That's a really great resource to report power outages, to track power outages, and also do lots of functions as a customer. And then of course too, we also offer outage texting. And so if you enroll in outage texting through your online account, Once you're registered, then you can actually text us when you experience a power outage. And if you do have an outage, and once that's in the system, then you can also text status to receive updates.
That's what I want to know, the status.
Yes, and so prevention is also an important piece, and so that includes, last month we talked about, how to have your underground utility lines marked. That's also an important step of knowing to contact Kentucky 811, and also how to contact us if you suspect you may have a gas leak.
So Liz, you mentioned about the importance of being aware when it comes to an outage with electricity, but could you speak more about gas?
Absolutely. So we do year-round system enhancements and maintenance if a customer may suspect a natural gas leak. So that could be smell, the potential, it smells like potentially a rotten egg because that's an odorant that's in the natural gas. You may hear hissing, you may see blowing. So safety is paramount. So what we would want you to do, anytime you may suspect there may be a natural gas leak, leave the area immediately. Don't use your phone, don't touch any light switches, just leave the area immediately. And then from a safe distance, maybe from a neighbor's house, but a safe distance away, call us. And you can do so by calling us at 589-1444. So there's been a lot of information we've talked about today. So you can always visit us online where we have important safety information and more information about everything we talked about. And that's at lge-ku.com/storm.
I feel so much better because before you know it, a disaster could happen to you just like that. Is there anything else we need to know?
We encourage customers to take the time to, create an emergency plan, save our contact information, because we want to make sure that if a customer needs to reach us, they know how they can.
Watching them go through the exercises, you can see how all of that really plays close to home, and just some really valuable information to know.
For me, it's quite interesting and fascinating to me, actually, just to see what LG&E does to serve our community. It's sort of like peeling back the layers behind the scenes.
Right. And I think one of the most important things is if you see a power line down, definitely stay away and call for help, right?
Exactly.
We'll take another break and back with more.
More than just getting from one place to another. It's healthy, social, good for the environment, and anyone can do it. We at Middletown love cycling and really love helping others discover a new passion. Stop in today and let our friendly, knowledgeable staff help you get started. We cater to beginners as well as experienced cyclists. We're a local business that cares about our community because we are a part of the community. Come in today and get on a bicycle that fits your needs and improve your lifestyle.
At LG&E and KU, we're always working hard to make your life a little easier because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
Station for R&B.
Can we swim a lake by the ocean?
Magic 101.3.
Give me that green light. With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning.
Well, we got the opportunity to go to Central Park to really support some very dear friends in a very special moment. It was a tribute tennis tournament to their son, Rashawn Willis. And if you knew Rashawn, if you knew the Willises, you would just understand the importance of this tournament. So take a look at this piece. Well, we're here in Central Park for the Rashawn Willis Tennis Classic, and I'm here with Marita Willis. And Marita, we've been lifelong friends over 40 years. Not trying to tell your age.
I'm 41, so I'm good with it.
And I'm 42 and a half. But we're here for a very important occasion. Back in the flood of 1997, I know you and Bob lost your son, and I know Rashawn was just very involved in the community. He loved tennis, started playing tennis down here on the court. I think we were all down here And you all decided to do something in his memory. So tell us a little bit about this.
So, Max, all those guys, they were like 16 years old when Sean died. And we just decided that Sean loved St. X also. So could we raise dollars for kids that wanted to attend St. X? So we started this tennis classic, and we started with a lot of Rashawn's friends and a lot of our friends like you. You played tennis for a long time with us, and we were down here at Central Park, and we thought this would be the perfect grounds for it. They renovated the courts, and remember Metro Council Unseld lived across the street, so it was just a good marriage for that. So we started this.
So how long has the tournament been going on?
We started it in the first tennis tournament we had was in 1997, and then we had 9/11, and the tennis tournament was scheduled during 9/11, and we had a lot of people that were playing, not a lot, but many people that were playing. They were in New York at that particular time on business trips. So we played for another couple of years, and then we halted for 10 years. So now we're back. So we're excited to be back.
Now, some of the recipients that have received benefits from the proceeds raised, what have been some of the responses that you've had from them?
You know what? They are become volunteers. So we do this tournament, and instead of looking for volunteers, we can call those recipients, and they come out and they support us. And that's the way that they give back to us as we've given to them.
And I know you've got some corporate sponsors, and one I know is Underhills. And talk to us a little bit about that partnership.
Oh yeah, we've got many corporate sponsorships. Even some of the nonprofits that even could give back to us. So we've got lots of friends that give back to us in a corporate sponsorship way.
So today, tell us about what type of tennis you can play today. Singles, doubles?
So today we kicked it off for the first time ever with kids fun, and that was from 8:30 to 10:30. So we had lots of kids running around doing some tennis things, and then we had an exposition match going on by two guys. One, the number one guy in the state, he was down here, so that was really fun. And then coaches were talking them through what was happening as they were playing. And then we have the adults that kicked off at 10:30, and you can play singles, doubles, or mixed doubles. So should be a great tournament, great weather.
And if you've never been down to Central Park, this is a place you definitely want to visit. And if you want to find out how you can support the Rashawn Willis Tennis Classic, Marita, how can they do that?
Look us up on teamshawn.org. That's teamshawn, SHAAN.org.
Well, you know what Bob and Marita have done, and I think the way that they pay tribute to Rashawn is just really remarkable.
It is, and all through these many years, and I just love the fact that we're keeping his spirit and his memory alive, and they're doing a fantastic job, and I can't even fathom, what they went through, but this way it keeps a beacon of light and of positivity and of love.
Right, and again, the funds, as they talk about how they're giving back to really help the enrichment of other kids. So again, our hats go off, and much support and love. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
My name is Christopher Harris, and I've been with the Louisville Water Company since March of 2018. Well, my current job description right now that I just acquired is operations supervisor over in meter reading, and which entails me overseeing the day-to-day activities that go on, particularly with the meter reading department. So the average person, normally the first person that they'll talk to is going to be someone that's going to be in the field first. Usually whatever questions or concerns they may have in the field, they'll get brought back up to me should it escalate that far. And then should I need to do a visit with the customer, which I've done already, or look into other situations that they've dealt with in the field, then that's how I'll get involved. I definitely consider myself to be a problem solver. How that works normally is, and fitting in with my skill set, is that whenever someone brings me an issue with maybe just their day-to-day without even getting to the customers, because I've been out in the field before, I've got a little bit of a leg up about what they're dealing with and how to problem solve, because we have to problem solve out in the field to begin with anyway. I would categorize the Louisville Water Company as being a great place to work, based on the longevity that they've had a good history. They have their share of challenges like any other company. However, at the same time, the company is still growing. There are various opportunities that are still continuing to open up. Very diverse as well. Open, open-minded to be able to hear concerns that people may have and also innovate fresh ideas as well. If I was going to give someone advice that was going to be following in my footsteps to do what I do here or what anybody else does here, I would encourage them to apply themselves without holding back, give 100% in what they do, put their best foot forward. And I believe honestly that anybody can have a shot at doing well. As far as us having the best water on the planet, even when I go into different cities and I tell people about my work, that's the first thing out of their mouth. It's like, oh, Louisville Water has the best water.
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We are more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving.
Louisville was good. B96.5. Your man Nick Cannon is in the building and we taking over. We gonna be wildin' every morning. About to have some fun, y'all. Let's go up. Press another move.
Locking in to the Nick Cannon Morning Show, 6 to 10 on B96.5.
Hi. It's time to crack an egg.
Easy, any style egg works here.
Or smile.
Well done, this looks great.
Time to share a story.
I have a great way to start our discussion.
With old friends or new ones.
When you're a caregiver.
Time to breathe in.
And how luck. Good job.
Then let it all out.
Rah!
It's never been easier to connect, learn, and have fun.
Cheers.
So let's do it together. Come find us at aarp.org/near-you.
COVID-19 is responsible for over 700,000 deaths in the U.S., and that number continues to rise.
9,000 of those deaths were in Kentucky, but we can make a difference by taking the shot.
If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for someone you love.
We will never be able to get back to normal until we all do our part, so let's all get vaccinated.
So wear your mask, wash your hands, roll up your sleeves, and take the shot.
So please, take the shot.
Well, you know, it's time for that weekly feature with our one and only Tyler Maxwell. So what is she talking about this time?
Again, about how to be fabulous with fashion and how affordable it is and how to make your look unique.
Oh, hello. It's Tyler, better known as My Swaggy Wag, and I'm here to talk about all things leather, faux leather of course too, for why everything leather or leather-like is a must style for this year's fall fashion. Stay tuned. First up, we have leather pants. They're stylish, they are classic, they even give you a little edge. Today I'm highlighting Planet Jag's leather leggings. They are actually called the Cold Booty Zippers. But if you go to planetjag.net, you will see on her website she has some cute leather skirts, but then also she has a really fabulous jean called Cold Booty Zippers. And they are something that I absolutely love. I dress them up, I dress them down. They are truly perfect for any occasion. Okay, get into this. It's the leather skirt or skort. That's a skort right there, okay? I love a skort, I love a skirt, and when it's in a leather-like look, it just takes it all the way more up and more elevated. These are skirts I tried on, one in blue, and I tried on the other one in camel. They have shorts attached underneath, but they are giving all the looks, okay? I also posted some cute, affordable leather skirts on my page on Instagram as well, so check that out. These next two need no introduction. First up, we have the leather jacket. Mine is in the style of a motorcycle jacket. It has studs on it. It's fabulous, and I wear it with everything. I dress it up, I dress it down. You know the drill. Also, something that's a staple item, but I love a little flair for this one, is the white leather boot, okay? I used to not like white shoes, but something about a white boot is just giving all the looks. So if you find a white leather boot with a nice heel, get it and take your outfits to the next level. Next up is the leather dress. I love them. Short, tight, A-line, flared out. You can't go wrong. This one I got from Amazon actually, and I put a shirt underneath it for a different look, but I also can wear it on its own or with a cover up to just change the whole feel of the look. Now in the beginning of this show, you saw that it's about my swaggy wag and finding great fashions for less. Where people do that is going to either my website, which is myswaggywag.com, or going to my Instagram page. But when you go to either one, you can see where you can check out my Amazon shop, and here you will find all the things that I feature and all the things that I talk about. So you can easily click it, purchase it, and be ready to roll. You know how fast Amazon delivers. This is just a peep of what you can find on there. I take the time to find all these things so you all don't have to. Finding inspiration is now easy.
That is it from My Swaggy Wag today. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at My Swaggy Wag, or you can go to my website, find me there, and it'll direct you right back to my Instagram, or if you feel like shopping, go right to my Amazon shop and you can click, purchase, and be fly for the fall, okay? It is Fly Girl Fall. See you soon.
You know, Tyler does have some real fashion sense, and I won't take all the credit.
Yeah, so as fabulous as you can look, in other words, you don't have to be rich to look rich. And Tyler shows us a good way to do just that.
We'll take another break and back with more right after this.
LG&E and KU, we're always working hard to make your life a little easier because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
Well, we're at the Jefferson County's clerk's office, and we're here with Jacqueline Stamp. And what we're going to find out is how volunteers with AARP are making a difference. Take a look. Well, if you don't know, you should know. The general election is coming up on November the 8th, and we are here with Jacqueline Stamps, who is a volunteer for AARP. And first of all, welcome to Urban Lifestylez.
Thank you both for having me here.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So tell us what AARP and your role is as it relates to voter registration.
AARP really is a way that, older Americans, people that are retired, or people that are still working, can give back to their community by focusing on issues that are important to those that are 50 plus in age.
So Jacqueline, we are like less than 3 days out from the November 8th election day. And of course, we're talking about AARP, Kentucky Volunteers. And when we need to know about when and where to vote in these upcoming elections on November the 8th. So first, tell us some of the key dates that voters need to know for voting in this general election, November the 8th.
The first date that's coming up is October the 25th, and that is the last day to request an absentee ballot. And so you have to request the ballot by October the 25th, and then once you receive and complete the ballot, it has to be received back by the county clerk by 6 p.m. on November the 8th. The next date is November 3rd. That's the date that early in-person voting starts. So November 3rd, Thursday, November 3rd, November 4th, and November 5th are 3 days that people can vote in person early in the general election. And then, of course, the final date, November the 8th, is the general election day. And the polls are open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And in Jefferson County, there are actually 7 polling places. And some of the most familiar ones might be the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage, Kentucky Exposition Center, but all of these polling places will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on November the 8th.
So, Jack, I know you're putting in a lot of work out here volunteering at polls and getting people inspired. So why is it so important that people get out and vote?
Well, and this is really important that people realize how important midterm elections are, because those are the elections that really elect the people that are most affect our daily lives. So, judges, Metro Council, mayor candidates, state representatives, all of those elections are critically important in ensuring that the lives that we want for ourselves and our community are the ones that happen. So that's why it's important. Every vote is important, and AARP recognizes that volunteers 50 plus, our members 50 plus, have been the deciding vote in the elections for many, many years. That voting group they vote consistently, they vote early, they vote, they are registered and they vote, and they make a difference by their vote. All of us can make a difference by our vote.
Okay, that sounds great. Now I'm ramped up. So Jacqueline, can you tell us more about AARP Kentucky voter outreach and plans for the 2022 elections?
Yes, AARP really has been working to engage people around voting for several years. And AARP does this in two ways. One, by getting information to voters about when, where, and how to vote. Also, getting information to voters about where the candidates stand on issues. AARP is nonprofit and nonpartisan, but we want to make sure that people know what the issues are, they know where the candidates stand, and they know how they can vote to make their voices heard.
I know for some people, voting is probably an intimidating process, especially if it's their first time. So what do you have to say to that first-time voter?
I would tell to them to plan early, make sure you research, where are you going to vote, you will know what the hours are. Make sure you know who's on the ballot, because there have been changes, changes in legislative districts, changes in election laws, and so people need to know, plan before election day or before they go to cast their ballot, what's going to be on the ballot and where they need to go. Then, how are you going to get there? Make sure you got your transportation. All of those things in part of the plan to make sure that you don't run into any obstacles on voting day.
Well, as we know, the seasons are changing, and I'm somewhat happy to get out of the heat, but I'm not ready for the cold.
I'll take this all day long.
Yeah, and there is a new flu variant that's going around, and everybody's is being advised again to take your flu shot. So if you haven't, make sure that you're putting that on your list of things to do. Have you had your shot?
I'm about to get it. I've already had my new COVID shot booster, so I'm protected with that. And now every year I take my flu shot, so I'm going to get that next.
Well, I've had my updated booster and my flu shot. And as I always like to say, you know what? I think that's our show.
Oh, and that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles. And remember to take the shot and stay safe.